Hi, carrying on the theme of discharge lamps, we have a sodium vapour, once again located it in the loft. I can show you that. When I first saw it, it was covered in dust. I've cleaned off the dust and we got a fairly nice etch that I can show you. There's the etch. It's a Vialox 400 watts NAV, and there's also, what's it got written there? It looks like Great Britain. Yep, this is an Osram lamp, but it's one that must have been made over here. So probably dates it a bit. Anyway, what was interesting, before I show it in the German book, I mentioned this the other day as regards valves. You've got silvering, and you look inside there, you can see it. We've got two getters, so it's not just valves that use getters, it's these sodium lamps. You can see inside, you show a bit inside, it's not too clear. There's the inside, very, very unclear. But all sodium lamps are more or less the same type of innards. Not everyone's the same, but of this type, yes. And as I say, they have a getter which removes the last trace of air or oxygen that's left inside the envelope after it's been evacuated. I must admit, I didn't realise this was an English one. I didn't know they were made over here. I don't think they are now. Yeah, it's 400 watts. Now let me show you on my little Osram book. Showed this yesterday. It's handy actually. There's the actual lamp, or a cross section of the lamp. And we look up Osram natrium damp, which translated to English is sodium vapour. Natrium being the name of sodium. If you see it on the written down, it's always Na for natrium. A lot of people think, oh, was it called natrium? Well, that's what it was called. And in Germany they still use it. Damp means a gas. In England we had an item called fire damp, which would occur in coal mines. I remember that when I was a kid at school. These things stick. And damp, when I saw that on the first time I'd seen these German names for the plants, of the lamps, it clicked. And yeah, that means high pressure, I believe. Vialox NAV, which was shown on the lamp that I've got. Anyhow, to say, as far as I know, this is possibly a goer. I picked it up, needless to say, at Wimbledon boot sale. That was a marvellous place for finding things. Unfortunately, the boot sale's closed down now. A great pity. And to be quite honest, I haven't been to a decent boot sale since it's closed down. But the reason it was interested, it wasn't like a normal boot sale where you get loads of blinking old clothes and boots and stuff like that. boot sale. Or kids' toys, all that stuff which I wasn't particularly interested in, but it had dealers that would clear out factories, pumping stations. I remember them very well. A lot of my old lamps came from the pumping station seller. It was being there at the right time. Saw these lamps and I said, right, how much for the whole lot? Gave a price which wasn't much and took them away. But as I say, Wimbledon's gone. Can't cry over spilt milk. It was one of those things. And in a way, I suppose it saved me from even cluttering the place up more than it is now. But if another Wimbledon turned up, I think I'd be the first to go. Anyway, needless to say, this would need special gear to run it. We've got a GES cap or base, Goliath Edison screw or mogul. It interests me the fact you could see lamps at the boot cell which were obviously needed the gear to make it work. How many of those were bought by some idiots who took them home and screwed them into the mains? Probably ended up with a loud bang. Shame really. But anyhow, I did pick up what I could, and this is obviously one example. And it goes nicely with that last one I've shown of the Japanese mercury vapour or quicksilver damp. I did find the other one upstairs in the loft. I was going to put it on, but I won't. It's obviously made by a different manufacturer. There is subtle differences inside. It's obviously the same lamp, it would be the same wattage and everything. It looks the same, but you look at it carefully inside, there is subtle differences. But unfortunately, I couldn't find the name anywhere on it, so it was possibly made by another Japanese firm. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Any questions, please ask. I didn't show the size of this. If I put my hand there, that will give you an idea. It's possibly about a foot length from top to bottom, which similar size to the other one. So there we are. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Any comments please make. I'll sort out something else to put up. And I was quite pleased to get that. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Any questions please ask. Any comments please make. Thanks again. Thank you.